Hello, this is Jesus Serrano, Principal Program Manager at Microsoft, and I'm going to walk you through the down of Universal Creativity session, reinventing design workflows. So let's go over it. For a long time, we have thought that the formula of the creativity is a mix of talent, skills, and resources, and which is mostly true, at least for the last centuries. But the reality is that skills is something that you need to acquire during years, decades sometimes, okay? And it's a fact that acquiring those skills is not going to make you more talented. Surely are going to help you to show more talent, but it's very hard that they will help you to be more talented. They will help you to show your talent indeed, okay? I mean, studying 6 years of piano lessons is not going to convert you in Mozart, okay? There is no way you can convert to Mozart. Mozart was already Mozart before, okay? And also the resources, which is a very unfair thing to say, but it's true that obviously having the resources, especially economic resources, will help you to be more creative. Why? Because if you have money enough to spend into the most expensive film directors school in the world, probably South California, where Scorsese, Coppola, or Lucas were, surely you are closer to the ceremony of the Oscars than someone who has born in a poor country out of Africa or Asia. Okay, so definitely resources are important. Okay, not only for tools, also in terms of how much money you can spend and how many contacts you can have. So the basic idea here is that now AI is becoming a bridge for this gap of skills and resources. It doesn't mean that you don't need skills. It doesn't mean you don't need resources. Of course, you will need them, but not at the same level before. So whatever it remains is, if this is reached by AI, is talent. So now AI becomes a multiplier, an exponential multiplier of the talent to express your creativity. So let me explain you first how my basic workflow is for every of the projects and examples that I'm going to show you today. First of all, what I do is to generate multiple ideas. Sometimes I work standalone. Okay, if I work in a group, obviously I can coordinate a co-ideation session. But when I work alone, basically I use ChatGPT to generate ideas on a concrete topic, and then I choose specifically one. Okay, when I choose that topic, then the second thing that I used to do is to train ChatGPT for prompt improvements. Okay, there are one or two plugins for ChatGPT that can help you to create better prompts. But the reality, and at least my experience, is that it works much better if you get one of those guides, okay, that are out there from different authors, okay, that shows you what are the important adjectives or power words, okay, that you can use in any platform, and automatically you can give that data, even the full PDF, to ChatGPT and make it learn from it, okay. So then you can improve automatically your prompting. Second is to use the right model for the right stacks. It's a fact that in a few months we will have multimodal AI models, okay? But the reality is that now every model normally does one thing very well, but not the other things, okay? So it's very important to test all different models that you can. Sometimes I test 4 or 5 different models before I choose the one that I want to use, okay, comparing different with the same baseline prompt, because each one of them, as you can see in the next point, you need to adapt your prompts for each platform, okay. So it's not the same platform that works well with the Stable Diffusion as a baseline, okay, or one that is like Midjourney, okay. So the keywords that are going to be relevant and the tokens are going to be different, so you probably need to adapt. But there are some baseline prompts that work mostly well in all the platforms, so you can do a comparison, and then you can obviously optimize for the platform that you choose. Also, another thing that nobody will tell you is that not the best results that you see over the internet are not the result of a single platform. Normally, it's a mix of different platforms. Okay, you start with ControlNet and you use it on Midjourney, or you use it on Leonardo or on Stable, and then you get the result and use it in another one. Okay, this mix of different models is going to perform better and get you better results in higher quality. And as you have to do all of this, the first thing that I recommend you is to be patient. Okay, you will need to be patient with all of this process, because it's not a matter of if you think that the best results are gonna come only with a single prompt, probably you are wrong, or you are very lucky if you get one of these results exactly what you were thinking on with a single prompt. So let me share you some of my top of mind tools that I use for my projects and the samples that I'm going to show you today. One of them is Stable, of course, especially since Stable Diffusion became with this model, launched this model, Stable Diffusion XL. I have used it heavily, okay, because it has a great prompt understanding. Also, I use Bing Create, even if you don't think it's powerful enough. Now with the DALL-E 3 version, it's becoming super powerful and also can understand text, okay. Leonardo AI, that I use it mostly for corrections and sometimes also some blends and some image to image. Midjourney, of course, it's probably one of the highest quality results, but the thing is that the prompt understanding is becoming so tricky that there are even guides out there, okay, from many different authors to help you with your prompt engineering, probably the most specific prompt engineering solution. And Firefly from Adobe, okay, so I have tried, and this is also safe in terms of commercial rights, but Firefly, in my humble opinion, is a step behind these ones, okay, in terms of quality, at least so far. Let's see what happens when they train it better. Also, another list of image tools that I use, but normally in secondary list, I would say, because I use them, sporadically and specifically for some concrete areas like playground. AI has a great canvas, okay, so you can transform something. You have a specific thing that you want to change in a result, you can do it. Leonardo also has a great canvas for some solutions and allows you to apply many different models. Prom AI, also a great solution for this kind of images, but also some changes in the middle. Photoshop, of course, this is the most well-known professional design platform ever. Okay, but the feature for in painting is becoming really useful for some things. Okay, Ideogram AI launched it recently 2-3 weeks ago. Okay, and it's also capable to use text. Tensor and AI Comic Factory is another one that I have used it for some specific projects, but all of them are image tools. But if we move to music tools, okay, like what are the ones that I've been using so far, okay, especially Ava, okay, which can create this very good quality. They sound more like MIDI, okay, like MIDI music, okay, but it works very well. Stable audio, okay, is another great solution, okay, especially with when you try to mimic some styles, okay, or kind of musics, and also can give you in the prime version they can give you unlimited time. Suno AI, it's quite impressive. Not gonna this this can do also the music and the voice, okay, so then you can use also these Suno AI results for trying to mimic any kind of style or group. Sounddraw, Music Gen, Loudly, okay, these three are probably in a different scale, but also very useful if you want to create your own music for your own projects or solutions or games or whatever. And of course, I always recommend you to check about the rights of all of them, okay. Um, Video tools, okay. On video tools, lately this is becoming crazy because there are like a new video platform every week or every 2 weeks, okay. But the ones that I use the most, okay, are basically Pika Labs. That has improved a lot since the first version that I tried. Wont Dynamics, and absolutely amazing to replace even characters, okay, by other characters. Runway ML, probably the lead platform right now on many different models that they have, okay. They can basically convert the video in a completely different style. They can animate a static image. They have many different models, one of the most relevant platforms right now for video. And finally, Caver, okay, that also can apply style to a video, okay. These four are probably the top four, in my humble opinion, right now for video. But also I use other tools like AudioGem for special effects, okay. Also DID, that is a great text-to-speech lip sync platform that can convert any video. Probably you have seen many videos nowadays made with DID, okay, because this became very famous like 6 months ago, and absolutely everyone was using it. Also, Flicky has a great TTS, okay, for the videos. You can basically convert any text to video. But professionally speaking, the one that I would highlight would be 11 Labs. Okay, 11 Labs for custom voices is quite impressive, especially how easy it is to train a voice with only a few seconds. HeyGen, that has become very trendy in the last weeks, that can not only do lip sync, but also can do lip sync with translation and adapting the lip sync to the language, okay, which is quite impressive for a tool that is consumer space, because there are others for professional space, okay, like Flawless and Clip Drop, okay. Clip Drop have many different features. You can remove objects from pictures with AI. So that I recommend you to check it out because it has like a suite of different utilities that are very useful. So the main question from everyone when they ask me, okay, why my pictures are so poor if I am copying the prompts, okay? I told you at the beginning, okay, this is not about copying a prompt. Probably copying a prompt, if it's exact, if it has the seed, you can basically convert that thing into something that is very similar to the original prompt. But the reality is that normally the results, high quality results that you are seeing from creators over internet, okay, are normally the result of many different prompts, including remixes, including blendings, including image to image. Okay, so don't think that those results are basically what you are going to get basically copying your prompt. So you need to learn about all of this and to compose all of that. So here I have an example that I'm going to show you in one of my. So this is the original. Okay, I was trying to create the most realistic version of the World Wildlife Foundation logo. So for doing that, basically I move it from this step to this step. You can see here the name of the tool. So I use it Control N to create a shape that looks a little bit more realistic, but it's still looking like an illustration. Then I move it this to Leonardo to give it another layer of realistic approach, okay, but that was not enough. It's still looking like an illustration or 3D or more or less, okay. So then I moved it to stable, and then stable obviously provided me a much more realistic image, but it wasn't yet exactly, the bamboo here, it wasn't what I was expecting. Doesn't look like a realistic picture. So then I move it again to Midjourney, and with the original result I was able to get exactly this, okay. That looks so realistic, okay. Every single hair here, it's, and also the grass, and the bamboo becomes like a real picture from a National Geographic photographer, okay. And I wanted to show you where this picture came from, okay. This is one of my challenges that I'm going to show you today. There's bring to life animal-based logos from well-known companies. So here is the result, okay. These are 6 of the images that I created for companies that has an animal as a logo, okay, for World Wildlife Foundation, Bacardi, Puma, Ferrari, Lacoste, and obviously Twitter. Now it's X, but it doesn't make sense to now to represent an X as an animal, okay, so I did Twitter, okay. And also you can see here some of other animal-based logos that I created. I love especially here Docker, okay, which is very funny because at the end is a whale with containers on top, okay. But as you can see here, each one of these results is a set part of this workflow that I explained it, okay. Sometimes I need to convert first to get the gesture of the animal, then I have to convert it in a more realistic model, and do all of that in a process, okay. And then when you become with a process and you are able to create this consistently and get exactly the same quality for every picture. But I'm going to show you today a lot of challenges. I've been a cartoonist for a part of my career before starting on technology space when I was basically studying. So I became cartoonist, and I was drawing cartoons for university and others, okay, and doing illustrations. But also I was painting on the kindergartens walls, okay, and so on. So I've been drawing all my life. So here, what I want to show it to you is that I have an example of what I did in, this is around 75 seconds. It's accelerated 8x, I think, okay? But here, basically, I wanted to do a Batman, okay, on top of a rooftop, looking at the city of Gotham, and automatically what I can get is this image with different styles, okay. This is not going to solve the issue of creating the comic at all, but as you can see here, uh, for an artist, okay, to basically imagine the same draft, the same sketch into different styles is a wonderful and powerful tool, okay. But the reality is that this demo is from a few months ago. So let me show you what is available right now. You can see here AI Comic Factory, where basically describing every single vignette I can create a comic. Of course, it has nowadays issues with the consistency. You can see here this lady should be the same one as this one and this one, and it has completely different clothes, okay. But that's a matter of detail, it's a detail. In a few months, surely the consistency won't be any problem, and a problem, and you can do this thing. But that's the reality. Right now, you can create comics and you can try with the other different characters, and you will see that it works perfectly. So another of my challenges was bring to anime, which is as a cartoonist has been something that I love for so long, real people, and I choose for that in specific cartoon or anime that is Captain Tsubasa. Has different names across the world, okay, but basically it's well known worldwide, okay. And I try to bring to this serious real players. So I don't think I need to let the names let you the names let you know the names of these players, right? You know, you could surely can identify. My favorite one here is basically Courtois, that I think it captured perfectly the essence of the character. But also you can see here Benzema or Cristiano or Messi, of course, and Haaland here in the middle. Okay, so but the reality is that those are current players, but the players that were playing when I was a boy and I was watching Captain Tsubasa were these ones. Okay, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Zidane, my three best of all times for me. Okay, and you can see here how it captured it perfectly. You know that expression from Ronaldo when he was going directly to the goalkeeper. Okay, or Zidane. A characteristic way to run. Okay, this is just basically to let you know how impressive these kind of technologies can be for creativity. Of course, you want to create a reboot. I don't know how many of you would be willing to have a reboot of this series, but I would love it. So I would bet for that if they can make it. Of course, for doing that, they will need cartoonists and illustrators. Okay, of course, and it's a production. But the thing is that then you can make a reality out of an idea. Okay, bring real players to one of my favorite series of anime of all time. And now let's try the opposite. Okay, let's try to bring real life to real life anime characters. And for that, probably you have seen lately on Netflix. This has become very famous. One Piece. Okay, probably one of the most famous animes ever. Okay, then what they made is basically what the fans want. Okay, it's basically to have exactly a look that is exactly the same as the anime series. So I tried also myself with one of my favorite ever animes, that is Knights of the Zodiac. Okay, so here you can see all the Knights of the Zodiac in bronze. Okay, and also the silver like marine. Okay, so here my objective was basically to try to redeem the fans from that experience we had, all of us, with the with the live action movie that was terrible. Okay, you can save your money if you haven't seen it yet because it's terrible. Okay, and the armors look like cosplays. Okay, so here I was trying to make them, and also of course I had to bring to life the 12 characters that are gold knights. Okay, so here you can see Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and of course the other six. Okay, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn, that is mine, and Pisces. Okay, each one of them inspired into the character, but trying to recreate them as a real armor and not like a cosplay. Okay, and completely and making them so hyper realistic. Okay, so that was my challenge. But also I had another favorite series when I was a boy, and probably this needs no presentation at all. It was obviously Dragon Ball. Okay, and Dragon Ball, here you can see how I brought to life some characters like Goku. Okay, that is always impossible to represent because of that hair. So I tried to make the hair when he is using the chi. Okay, how to bring that hair up, like similar to Aquaman. Okay, the hair is flowing up. Okay, but also here Piccolo. Okay, or Super Buu, or or Dr. Giro. Okay, or of course Frieza. Okay, even when he's fighting against Dragon Ball. When I posted this on TikTok, people became crazy. It has like around 3 million views. Okay, it's completely crazy. And also I recreated some of the the three most famous women of this series. Okay, Bulma, Android 18, and Chi Chi, and also Master Roshi. Okay, which was very very hard, probably one of the hardest, but the hardest one by far was Virus. Okay, because Virus is a cat from the space. Okay, with no hair, dressed like an Egyptian. Okay, so that was very hard to make it, and obviously is looking like a human. Okay, and one of my favorites too, because it was a favorite character, was Krillin. But I said, now you can make these kind of conversions to live action shows easily with AI. One more challenge. Okay, what if we give it one more twist? Okay, bring into life pixel art characters from retro video games. And my favorite retro video game ever has been Monkey Island. So I brought some characters from Monkey Island. You can see here the Chalk, okay, or Heman Toothroot, or Meat Hook, okay. I don't know if many you probably are too young, okay, but not like me. But if you have ever played Monkey Island, surely you remember these characters, okay. Of course, Gabrus, the main character. One, I can tell you that this experience brought to me one of the most, you know. reconforting experiences of all my career. Okay, basically one of the 7 first employees of the company of LucasArts pinged me just to let me know that they loved the illustrations, the characters, and they have sent this to Disney because Disney is the owner of the license. Try to push them to create a live action movie about it. Okay, and that was for me probably one of the best and most rewarding experiences ever on my career, just basically creating a content for the internet, receiving a call like that. And of course, 6 other characters. Okay, you can see here the three-headed monkey, okay, or Wally, okay, and also Elaine or Stan that looks similar to an actor. Surely you recognize him, okay, and also Largo Lagrange. But the thing here is that every challenge is something that you can basically, you are feeling that you are twisting one more again. And one of my other challenges was basically to create something for one of the most regular experiences that you can have in a Disney World theme park. That is the food. The food is only food. You know, the beans are personalized. You know, everything is absolutely personalized there. But the food is just food. Okay, so I basically created a menu with 18 courses. Okay, for everything that they can do with their brand, just basically using AI. So here I show it. You know, the sweet part. Okay, the Gru cake, the Cinderella pumpkin spice latte, and the R2C2, you know, and all of this. But also there was a moment that I started to create also not only courses, but I started to think about the crockery, okay, and how, you know, tableware, and how to basically make it look like adding value to the courses. Okay, so you can see here, you know, a ratatouille completely recreated dish, okay, or a hot dog inspired in the dark side, but also this gemstone sandy, okay, that basically you can take the cup with you after you eat the ice cream. And also, I said, you know, even the glasses, okay, for the Hulk smoothie or the Trooper Blaster margarita or the Wookiee brew. And there is another important thing. This is in Spanish, no worries, because but basically I have the recipes. Okay, so that's something that nobody in Disney knows. We were able to communicate this with Disney too through one of our partnership managers, and we send them the pictures, and basically also we have the recipes. So if anyone, any of you have or want one of these recipes, just let me know. And finally, I said, every challenge I try to make it a little bit harder, but sometimes, you know, those iconic brands help you to demonstrate better the concept. So one of the areas that I've been working on many years when I was in a previous role in sports and entertainment was about the hard it is to create co-branding activities, co-branding opportunities for some brands. Okay. So here I used Marvel, that is also owned by Disney, to create a co-branding campaign. And how I thought about it? Okay, I thought about how to co-brand the cars. Okay, every single movie of Marvel has different cars. But the thing is that I was trying to get cars that are customized with the characters that are in the movie. So here you can see that how it would be the Audi R8, okay, shown by Iron Man. I think there is one in the movie, but it's white, okay, completely plain white, okay, or the Mustang for the captain, okay, and every car obviously has an interior design that is obviously aligned with the rest of the design of the car, okay. But my idea was that all of these cars can be sold, okay, exactly like they did with Transformers, okay. Transformers, you remember Bumblebee? There was a series of Bumblebees, okay, on the street that they were even including the metal sign of the Transformers in the side, okay. That was exactly the Bumblebee shown in the movie, okay. From all of these, my favorite one has been always, you know, the Mini Cooper Ant-Man. I think it fits perfectly with the concept of the character too, but also the design. I love it, okay, with carbon fiber inside. But you can see here the Hammer Hulk, okay, that surely would be a super seller for those who wants to get a Hammer. Obviously, it's not my kind of car, okay. And also the Volvo XC, that is the electric one, okay, electric version of Volvo, okay, for Thor. So more challenges, okay. What about the movies where the actors turn it down a main role? I don't know, you know that many movies have had an actor that turned it down a role. So here what I try to recreate are those posters. Sorry, because you cannot see here Tom Cruise behind my face. I should have moved this below. But basically you can see him here. Okay, and I don't know you know it, but all of these actors were selected for the role, but for different reasons, some of them turned it down the role. Sometimes, the director selected finally another one, but Will Smith was basically mm, done to be Neo, and finally he didn't do it. Or Tom Cruise for Iron Man, thanks God. Okay, I think we need to thank God for that. But also John Travolta's Forrest Gump is amazing. Or Sir Sean Connery, okay, as Gandalf. Okay, I think it would have been a good one, but probably we prefer the original one. But here my best, I'm completely a fan of Matthew McConaughey because he declined to be Jack Dawson in Titanic and also Captain Jack Sparrow, and I thank him for that. Okay, but as said, every challenge is a new twist on how I can reach higher and deeper in producing something better. Okay, so why about creating new products? Okay, from all licenses. And here I was thinking of my own experience when I was a boy, and the toys were very bad. Okay, because they never look at as the original character. Okay, so here basically I'm showing to you some of the products that I created with some old licenses of movies. Okay, Kickboxer, Wolverine, Knight Rider, okay, Alien, Masters of the Universe, MacGyver, okay, one of my favorites one, or Cobra, okay, or even Cena, okay. That I think it's great. The thing is that when I published this, many people, and you cannot imagine, many people started to ping me directly to get one of these figures because they thought they didn't read that it was saying possibly made by. So they thought these products were in the market. So they started to write me even like a wish list. I want Knight Rider and I want MacGyver. Yes, I want Bruce Willis, and no, this is not real. But they gave me another idea for one more twist. It was about how to make them real real. I mean 3D, something that you can print or you can convert into a toy. And for that I used one of those characters that was Wolverine. So using the image of Wolverine, you can see here how Wolverine has been converted through an AI model into 3D. And once you have it in 3D, of course, this would need a lot of work, okay, for articulated, okay. But you can see here that even the knees are already created. And the impressive thing here is that the model has created the back, and it didn't have the back. The back has been created by AI and converted into 3D. And once you have it in this way, apart from creating the articulated elements, if you want to print it, okay, for your 3D printer, another thing that you can do is to convert it in a character for a video game. Okay, so here basically I animated it and I created. For this I used one of the models that I showed to you before. Okay, this is made with CSM. Okay, there is a new 3D model that is capable to convert, but it needs some tweaks. Okay, because normally the head is never the good quality, so you have to split first the body and secondly the head, create two different models and then put them together. Okay, but the reality is that once you have that, okay, at the end you have a good quality for the head and a good quality for the body. So you can basically, in a matter of literally minutes, you can create a 3D character out of a 2D image. One more challenge, okay? Creating a video only using AI. So let me show it to you. This is my this is an old man. Let me view the video directly.
What I'm about to tell you will most likely blow your mind. Everything in this video, including myself, what I'm saying, my voice, and even the music, was created by AI in less than 10 minutes. That's right, this entire video was created using cutting-edge generative AI technology. This is just a taste of what artificial intelligence will be capable of in the future. Don't be alarmed. I was obviously created by a human named Jesus, but this is proof that AI boosts creative work productivity to unprecedented levels. If you're as excited about AI as I am, you should consider following my creator.
When I posted this video, many people wrote me, okay, about how I made it. You know, this is now normal in October 2023, but this was made in January, okay? So there are seven different models behind this. Now you probably can do this with one or two or three models in total, okay, created with that voice, but the music, also the script was created and everything he said, okay? And also creating a song inspired into a group. So let me show you this. I don't know, you recognize the riff, okay, guitar riff, okay? It sounds a little bit like AC/DC, but it's better. Down the highway, with a force so divine. If you can create even not only the music, but the music and the voices and the lyrics. So here the lyrics were created with ChatGPT, the music and the voices were created by Suno. Okay, and I have here my whole song. Okay, this could be one of the. Sounds great, right? 100% created with AI. So let me move forward a little bit because I want to show you. This is the last one. Okay, we're a little bit out of time, but let me show you this. One of my challenges was to create a campaign for Starbucks inspired in the logo that are the men made. So initially, for the Women's Day, I created this campaign, okay, that is inspired in the logo with different women from different places, okay, and ethnicities and so on. And this was my idea. But the problem with the AI is that when you start with one campaign, then you think, why cannot I create two campaigns? And then I thought about another campaign 5 months ago. I thought about another campaign that at that time I wasn't able to make it real. But nowadays, with the technology we have available, especially for video, my idea was how to create a campaign that must be a TV commercial. I couldn't do it at that time, but now I can do it. Let me show it to you. This was the idea was about a mermaid that comes out of the water to smell the coffee in a bike market. Okay, the first Starbucks store in Seattle. I don't know if you have ever been there, but if you have been, surely you know what I'm talking about. That is a small store that when it opens in the morning, all the tiny street smells like coffee. Okay, so the idea was how to create that TV commercial. I wasn't able to make it 5 months ago, but now I'm able to make it. Let me show it to you. A working legend since 1971. And that's it from my side. Just one more thing for you, and it's basically a statement that I use in every presentation, is that AI won't take your job. However, someone who uses AI more effectively than you most likely will. So be ready for this new era of creativity and prepare yourself to be those ones that have more skills and use AI more effectively. Thank you so much.